When you walk the streets of our city, you will see an open, international city where Muslims manage the Muslim sites, Jews manage the Jewish sites, and Christians manage the Christian sites. You'll be able to see the respect in the streets. You'll be able to understand how strategic it is for us that people, when they come peacefully, will be able to practice their religion their way and respect others their way. That philosophy is unique to the city of Jerusalem. Jerusalem has a role, and the vision into the future relies on the uniqueness of the past. Understanding that vision, we are now building Jerusalem for the benefit of the world to enjoy. Defining a 10 million tourist mark. I defined a goal of 10 million tourists a year almost a decade ago when we were less than 2 million tourists a year. We're now at a run rate of 4 million tourists a year, and I'm sure we will get to that goal, because that goal is part of the role of Jerusalem. Hosting you here, making sure that you see and feel the stones, the people, the spiritualism, the holiness of our city. Walk the streets where prophets and kings walked, and go back home as ambassadors and say, like 2,000 years ago, hey, guess what's new? There's beautiful places to see in the city of Jerusalem. Building the city for the benefit of all people, of all religions, is our future. Now, many people do not know, but Jerusalem is doing pretty well. Our economy, our budgets have been growing on average 10% from year to year in the last 7 years. Balanced, of course. When you look at the results in tourism, in growth of economy, the number of startups, Jerusalem, last 3 months ago, we came from the top 5 emerging tech hubs in the world. Jerusalem is perceived to be number 1 today through an Entrepreneur magazine and a Time magazine. We just entered the top 10 most attractive cities for tourism just 2 months ago. And when you look at the numbers of job creation and other parameters that are relevant for growth, you see Jerusalem is way up high in the growth list. When you walk our streets, lift your eyes into the skyline, you'll see many cranes in the air. Hopefully you agree with me as parliamentarians that that's a sign of growth and people believing in our future. And last parameter I'll give you is security. Many people see too much CNN and too much television. Excuse me, television, for saying that. But there's one measure you could compare safety of cities, and that is take the number of murders for every 100,000 people. That's the way we compare cities. So I think New York is 3 to 4 murders a year. I think Los Angeles and Chicago is between 8 to 10 murders a year. Unfortunately, we have people from South Africa here. In South Africa, it's 39. In Cape Town, it's 60. Well, Jerusalem, on an average year, has 0.5 murders for every 100,000 people. This year, we're in August, we had 2 murders on 830,000 people. So when I travel abroad to New York, to South Africa, I pray to come back safely home to Jerusalem. And we are indeed one of the safest cities in the world. And so people ask me, where's the future? I say, well, the future is fulfilling our vision, which is a 3,000-year-old vision, consistently maintaining an open international, open city, building the city for growth, managing our economy. Our crime rates are practically one of the smallest in the world. So hopefully we're doing something right. And people ask me why I'm optimistic, because I don't let too much news confuse me. I know that we're headed in the right direction, and you're welcome to enjoy our city.